Hey guys, it's Sim and this is Rustling Unlimited as it's Wednesday. No, it's Monday. And tonight was Monday Night Raw. It's also the eve of Halloween, which we should have dressed up. Kind of last minute kind of thing. Now I'm just thinking of it now. I'm like, oh, that would have been funny. But everyone's already seen my costume anyways. When I did the Spider-Man stream, a week and a half ago now? Last week? When was that game? That was 10 days ago when that game came out. But I dressed up as Spider-Man on stream on Twitch. That would have been my costume. So everyone's already seen it. But are you doing anything special for Halloween tomorrow? I know you said something about Halloween parties and stuff in college.
So over the weekend, we have a thing called like official Halloween because like in my college town, we're like no one's really allowed to like throw parties like on Halloween.
Interesting.
Because I know like back in the day, like our school was like it was like really known for like our big Halloween parties.
Now, question really fast with that. Is it you're not allowed to throw parties on Halloween because it's a weekday this year or at all ever, even if it's a weekend?
Even if it's a weekend, I'm pretty sure.
Okay. Anyways.
So yeah, like Halloween's a pretty big deal. There was a lot of parties last Saturday, which was pretty fun. So
that's cool. You doing anything tomorrow or no?
Probably not. I don't think so.
Gotcha.
So yeah, I still got my Halloween costume in my closet. I can put that on real quick.
What'd you dress up as?
I had like this police shirt with like a badge on the front, and one of my friends had like these fluffy handcuffs.
Nice.
They let me borrow.
Nice.
I also had a lifeguard costume, and my friend didn't have like a costume to wear, so I let him wear it.
Oh, that's cool. But yeah, I'm just gonna take the kids trick-or-treating tomorrow. Nothing fancy. I might go to a bar that's doing a Halloween thing plus karaoke after trick-or-treating, so we'll see how that goes. Maybe, I don't know. That's supposed to start like 10 o'clock at night. But tomorrow's Halloween. Tonight was Monday Night Raw. There was supposed to be a spooky part to the show. It was kind of weird with Nikki Cross. Did Nikki Cross blink at all during any of that? Like, I didn't see her blink once.
I don't think she did, no.
How the hell? Like, I like Michael Cole going, because, like, Wade Barrett kept going, I don't think she's real. And Michael Cole's like, I saw her nose twitch. She's real. But no, I didn't see her move. She didn't blink. No, like, holy crap. That was crazy. And we'll get into all that stupid match that was actually, it was stupid but entertaining all at the same time. Raw overall, though, I thought was pretty good. We got kickoff show matches again. We haven't seen one of those in a long time, but they did announce for Crown Jewel this weekend, there will be a kickoff show match taking place. So that's really cool to see. And it's going to be, I think, a good match, JD McDonough and Sami Zayn. But what did you think of tonight's Monday Night Raw?
I thought Raw was okay. I wouldn't say it was great or anything, but it was good. But yeah, I do think Sami versus JD on the kickoff show should be like a really fun match. Honestly, a perfect match to get the fans hyped up.
So here's my dilemma. I'm torn between two things. Watching Crown Jewel live or going to my son's championship football game at the exact same time. I don't know what to do. Like, I would love to watch the pay-per-view live, do the review right after, bing, bang, boom. But so I originally was going to be able to do all of it. Because the football game, I would have just had to watch the first hour there on my phone, but then I would have been home for most of the show. But they pushed the football game back. And so now it's like right in the middle of Crown Jewel. So the review is probably going to be not right after, but later in the afternoon, like late afternoon, not evening. I don't think I'll be that late. Because I think if the football game starts at noon, game will run like an hour and a half. I'll probably be home by 3. So yeah, I'll just have to watch the game on the pay-per-view on my phone, unfortunately. And then we'll go from there because it's also 30, 40 minutes away from us. It's up in the mountains, but we'll figure it all out. I'll let you guys know. We'll keep you up to date on when I will be doing the live review of Crown Jewel.
Why not watch it like that Saturday night, then just review it Sunday, like Sunday afternoon?
Palpatine says, watch the show there as well. That's the plan, but I'm just saying, like, I'm not going to go live immediately after the show ends because I won't be home when Crown Jewel ends. It'll be maybe an hour or two, if not maybe 3 hours after Crown Jewel. So I'm just going to, watch it there, but then that's the whole thing. Usually I try to go live 30 minutes, within like 30 minutes of when the show ends, but that's not going to be possible. Also, Palpatine says those handcuffs were used in bed, Luke.
Oh, God. No. No.
But yeah, so that is the update for the Crown Jewel review. I'll be watching it live. I'll try to live tweet as much as I can. I'll probably have like a 2-phone setup, bring 2 phones with me, or bring my tablet and try to like hotspot my phone to my tablet and watch it on my tablet and then tweet from my phone. I don't know. We'll figure it all out. We'll try to make it work. And then sometime Saturday afternoon, we will do the review. But we're doing a Raw review right now. And before I get into that, I got to get into all the housekeeping. I want to say thank you for joining us here. Twitch.tv/PW Unlimited, YouTube.com/Pro Wrestling Unlimited, and podcast services all around the globe like Stitcher, Spotify, Google Pod, App Pod, Anchor, iHeartRadio, and so much more. Remember, if you are watching live on Twitch, you can help us out a couple of different ways. You can help us out by hitting that donate button down below or by donating Twitch bits in the live chat. Also, remember, you can help us out by subscribing to the channel, one of 2 different ways. You can either subscribe with a tiered subscription, just like Esports Gaming Rules 316 recently did, or you can subscribe like Broken Trey with Amazon Prime. Because remember, if you have Amazon Prime, then you have Prime Gaming. Prime Gaming gives you a lot of cool things like free games, free stuff for games, and you always get 1 free subscription to any Twitch channel you want to subscribe to throughout the month. And I'd greatly appreciate it if you did it right here, Pro Wrestling Unlimited. Also, remember to head over to YouTube, hit that join button, and become a channel member. Finally, head over to the Epic Game Store. Head over to the Epic Game Store and buy something. Buy a new game like Alan Wake 2 or Ghost Runner 2. Buy an old game like The Last of Us Part 1, Dead by Daylight, or Dead Island 2. Claim the free games, Tandem, A Tale of Shadows, or The Evil Within 2. Or get bucks for Rocket League, Fortnite, and Fall Guys. And when you do, use this code right here, PW Unlimited at checkout, and you will be supporting us at no extra cost. Also, remember, new season of Fortnite drops in like 4 days. You're going to want to get that battle pass, and you're going to want to use this code for that brand new battle pass later this week. Again, use code PWU NLIMITED for all Epic Games and Epic Game Store purchases. Hell, go get Disney Speedstorm on the Epic Game Store. It's free, and use this code. But with that, my nose is all kind of stuffed up, so I do apologize if I sound a little weird.
Is it just allergies?
I don't know. It just happened in the last like hour and a half, 2 hours. All of a sudden, I started feeling a little congested, so I have no clue. But I can hear it myself. I don't know if maybe it's just in my head and I sound a little off, but my cough is a little worse than normal too. So we'll get through this as the show opened up with Rhea Ripley. Well, Rhea Ripley, JD McDonough, and Dominic Mysterio. They told us on the commercial before Raw aired that Rhea was opening the show, and Rhea, yet again, opened Monday Night Raw. How many weeks in a row is this that some form of Judgment Day is in the opening segment of Raw? It's been not just weeks. It feels like months.
It almost feels like them. It's like them opening up with Judgment Day. Also like AEW, how they always like to open up with Orange Cassidy.
Oh, yeah, when he was the international champion. You got to open with an Orange Cassidy title defense. Yeah. So Ripley came down. Go for it.
It works, honestly, for them.
Yeah. Ripley said that Damian Priest shattered Cody Rhodes' ankle, and that was just the beginning. Dom was going to take out Ricochet, while JD was going to set his sights on Seth Rollins. They said that Seth Rollins felt like an enemy to the Judgment Day because he didn't accept their offer. Ripley said that Rollins and Drew McIntyre had a decision to make, and whoever made the right decision could walk out of Crown Jewel with a championship. Ripley knew the odds were stacked against her at Crown Jewel, against 4 dangerous women, but it was another chance to prove why she was the most dominant woman in WWE. And as she's yelling that, Sammy's music hits, and she goes, "Oh, God damn it!" I laughed so hard. So Sammy comes out, interrupts the Judgment Day, because you can't have an opening segment on Raw without somebody getting interrupted. Crowd chanted for Sammy. He said that he was sick of hearing her talk about how Judgment Day held all the power. Sammy proceeded to cut a fiery promo, just screaming, losing his voice in the process. Sammy's entire life was spent fighting people like Judgment Day, people who thought that power was the only thing that mattered, that power meant you could oppress whoever they wanted. But that wasn't his game. His game was rebellion. And his game was resistance. Zayn says that he would fight any member of the Judgment Day, even if it was 5-on-1, as long as there was a breath left in his body. Zayn says that he would fight until Judgment Day was no more. Ripley then looked around and was like, well, you got matches. You're going to fight Damian Priest tonight. And then the crowd kind of booed a little bit because the crowd, I guess, wanted it to be Dom, but it's not going to be Dom because Dom was taking on Ricochet. And then she told JD and Dom to attack. And that's when Ricochet did run down. JD and Dom bailed. McDonough tried a cheap shot on Ricochet. Ricochet ducked. McDonough flew over the top rope. Dom tried a cheap shot, but Ricochet saw it coming and Dom ran away. We go to commercial. And then when we come back, we set up Dom versus Ricochet. But what did you think of the opening segment?
I thought it was decent. I feel bad for Ricochet, to be completely honest.
Why? Do you not remember
I don't know, like
the segment later with Pierce?
I don't know. I just keep thinking like in the past they just haven't really been using him properly.
Well, you're not wrong there. But then they did do a thing because in this match goes 11 and a half minutes. We'll recap it here in a second, but match goes 11 and a half minutes. Ricochet loses because of all the interference from Judgment Day. And then later we see him talking to Adam Pearce where he's like, hey, I know you saw what went down in my match. Like, what are you going to do about it? And he's like, well, I can't reverse the decision from the referee. That's final. But I know you've really been proving yourself recently. So how about I get you a match to possibly earn a shot at the Intercontinental Championship? So it looks like we're going to get a number one contenders match between Ricochet and Ivar. That match, oh my God, is going to be good. If Ivar and Kofi was really good, I feel like Ivar and Ricochet could be even better.
I really like what they're doing with like Ivar though.
Oh yeah, I love that. Oh, Eric's out injured? Well, you're going to sit on the shelf as well. No, Eric's out injured? You're going to prove yourself as a single star.
I bet you if like Vince was still in power, they would just use Ivar as a guy on main event.
Maybe. I don't know. That's an interesting one to think. I don't know. As far as the Dom Ricochet match goes, I liked the match. I thought it was good. Like I say all the time, every time I see Dom, he gets better. Ricochet was all over Dom early on, but distraction from McDonough allowed Dom to take control during a break. Dom hit 3 amigos, but Ricochet ducked a 619 and hit a handspring back elbow. Ricochet hit a flying crossbody and a lion salt for a 2. Dom raked at Ricochet's eyes and then hit a neck breaker. Ricochet avoided a frog splash and hit a super kick. Ricochet went to the top but was distracted by both Ripley and McDonough. This allowed Dom to apply a schoolboy when he got down. He held onto the tights and pinned him 1-2-3 to pick up the victory. So there we go. Ricochet does get defeated, but he gets the better of them afterwards. As Judgment Day were celebrating, Ricochet super kicked McDonough and then gave Dom a recoil. Ricochet went to the top, but Ripley pulled Dom out of the ring before he can hit him with like a 450 or a shooting star or whatever he was going to do. So in the end, Ricochet did get to stand tall.
I will say, I do like that they keep having like Dominic work with a lot of vets.
Yes.
Like that's one way he's getting better. I know a lot of people like in the past have criticized him. They should have started in NXT, but I feel like him on main roster, he gets to work with a lot of vets, which is a great experience as well.
Well, here's the other thing. Speaking of NXT, he is also working NXT. So having Dom working extra matches every week or just being on more stuff is just more training for him. Him getting better, him growing, him learning, him getting to do more. So I really like that he's on NXT. Yeah, he's North American champion, whatever. Good chance he loses it tomorrow to Nathan Frazier. But I like that they have him down there in NXT because he's learning more stuff down there as well.
That is true, honestly. I honestly don't know how much longer he'll keep the belt. I mean,
I could see them taking it off of him tomorrow against Nathan Frazier. But at the same time, of course, I would have said that a couple of different times, and then he's still the champion. Like, he lost it to Trick and won it back, 3 days later?
I feel like Trick should have kept the belt, though.
But here's the problem. Trick winning the belt was never the plan. So that was just hey, we're going to do something cool for the show, but that's not the overall plan, so we can't hold that belt.
It was a big, like, I don't know. I feel like with how, like, hot Trick is right now, how over he is and stuff, I feel like you would think they would keep the belts on him.
Well, I don't know how much you watch NXT, but Trick got attacked 2 weeks ago. You think it was Carmelo Hayes? Because they're doing a big story thing.
What story would that be though? Like,
so here's the thing.
Trick doesn't have a title anymore.
No. So here's the thing. It was supposed to be a 3-way number 1 contenders match for the NXT title shot. All of a sudden, Trick comes out and they're like, oh, he's added to the number 1 contenders match. Carmelo got mad that he got himself added to the title match without earning it. And then before the match happens, someone attacked Trick. Trick couldn't compete in the number 1 contenders match. And then there was Melo yelling for help. But no one saw the attack. We don't know who actually attacked Trick. People are saying it was Carmelo out of jealousy that he's getting favors. Because that's the second number 1 contenders match he got himself added into without having to earn it. That's how he got the shot for the North American title. He got entered into a North American title number 1 contenders match that he didn't have to earn. So the storyline that the fans have made up is Trick may be jealous, or Carmelo may be jealous of Trick, and he doesn't want him to get opportunities over him, if that makes sense.
Do you feel like that'd be too early for them to start, though?
No, because I think Carmelo's coming to the main roster very soon. There's talks of him coming up soon.
I thought he would at least come up by after WrestleMania.
Next year? Next year's Mania?
Yeah, the next one.
I don't know. I've heard it's imminent. Coming up maybe before Rumble. Or by Rumble. So, I don't know. We'll see how it goes, but that is one of the more interesting things on NXT. And tomorrow, Carmelo is facing Dragunov for the title on Halloween Havoc. So, we'll see how that goes.
So, you think after that?
I think Dragunov retains.
Yeah, but do you think after that they'll start after that they'll probably start Trick and Melo? That'll lead to
well, if that's the story,
premium live event.
Here's the thing. It could be a swerve, and it's somebody else that attacked Trick, and they want us to think it's Melo because they've done a couple of teases of Melo getting mad at Trick or getting upset with Trick. So maybe they're wanting us to think it was Carmelo, and it's not really Carmelo, and it's somebody else. Maybe it's Braun Breaker. I don't know.
Nah, I don't think it's Braun.
Yeah, probably not.
I think it might be someone new that they really want to push.
I would like that. What I did like on tonight's Raw was the use of the video packages. We got a lot of video packages tonight to hype things up and hype people up and hype stuff up, and I loved it. We had a stretch right here where we had a DIY video package, we had a Raquel Rodriguez video package, and we had a Creed Brothers video package leading up to their Monday Night Raw debut. Now, interestingly, though, when the Creeds and Ivy Now were coming to the ring, Michael Cole said, that's Julius Creed, that's Brutus Creed, that's Ivy Nile. They make up the Creed Brothers. He didn't call them Diamond Mine, which was weird. Usually the three of them collectively in NXT are called Diamond Mine. Still, even though the original Diamond Mine and all the other incarnations have died, and they're still got Diamond Mine on their gear and their shirts and everything. So I don't know why they didn't call him Diamond Mine tonight on Raw. Maybe that's a change. But I could also be looking too much into that. But he said That's Julius Creed. That's Brutus Creed. Ivy Nile. They're the Creed brothers. Really made it to sound like Ivy's just going to be their manager, which I don't know about that one. I like Ivy Nile as a wrestler.
Did they at least say? I don't remember like they're like them announcing their names and stuff, but did they at least say like representing Diamond Mind?
You mean the ring announcer? I don't know.
Yes.
I didn't hear the ring announcer. I just heard Michael Cole running down all their stats.
Because if they said representing Diamond Mind,
Right.
then
I can
just be like,
see that.
But if it's like maybe like all three of them trying to like competing in a match, maybe it's like
Maybe.
all right, like Diamond Mind.
Also, speaking of ring announcers, it was Alicia Taylor, whatever her name is, from NXT, not Samantha Irving. So, but yeah, Michael Cole put them over big. He was running down all their stats, saying these guys are impressive and this and that. He put them over big, and then they got put over big in this 11-minute match where they beat the Alpha Academy. I liked this match. I thought this match was awesome. Gable and Julius had an early grappling exchange as they started off the match before the Creeds did their handoff suplex spot. Otis tagged in and hit both of them with double clotheslines. Gable tagged in and hit a flying double clothesline before he and Otis suplexed the Creeds out of the ring. After a commercial break, Gable caught Brutus in an ankle lock, but Brutus slipped out and hit a Samoan drop for a 2. Gable then gave Brutus a back suplex, and both men tagged out. Otis did a forward roll, which looked phenomenal. Like Otis, that roll couldn't have looked any better by Otis. Like, holy crap. He did a forward roll before dropping both with a double clothesline. He slammed both and hit Julius with a caterpillar elbow for a 2. There's a fly right in front of me that's bugging the crap out of me. It's landed on my nose twice now. Julius hit Otis with knee strikes and a standing shooting star press. Brutus then followed with a standing moonsault, but Gable broke up the cover. Brutus then tried a clothesline, but Otis no-sold them and hit a world's strongest slam. Julius broke up the cover with a 450, and Gable hit the pile of men with a moonsault off the top. No. So Maxine Dupree jumps on the apron. Ivy Nile runs around, pulls her off. Ivy then jumps on the apron. Maxine pulls her off. Tozawa then gets in between both of them because, well, Maxine ain't going to take no slam on the outside. But what? Tozawa will. Tozawa took a German suplex on the floor from Ivy Nile. This looked great. I mean, it was a simple, quick German suplex, but still. It made Ivy look really good, and it made Ivy look very impressive as far as her just woo, and they're throwing people around. Julius then got Otis on his shoulders. Brutus hit the Brutus ball and pinned him to pick up the victory. The Creed brothers looked great in their debut. Fantastic. They all shook hands afterwards, and the crowd seemed like they loved it. I loved it. What did you think of the Creed's main roster debut?
Oh, this match was great, honestly. And the Creed brothers, they should do amazing things on Raw.
Yep. But also, they teased that, yes, they're on Raw tonight, but they could go to SmackDown. As Wade Barrett said, this match was great, and I can't wait to see more from the Creed brothers, whether that is here on Raw or on Friday Night SmackDown. So they didn't call this their official Raw call-up. It was a main roster call-up, but they haven't, I guess, decided what brand they want them on yet.
I'd prefer them on Raw, honestly.
Well, here's the question, though. Do you need 2 amateur wrestling tag teams on the same brand? I think they would fit in better on Raw for some reason, but it's like 2 of the same kind of teams on the same brand. Yes, no,
I don't know,
so
I feel like SmackDown has like so many like tag teams and factions to where like I don't think they really need like the Creed brothers.
True. You're not wrong there.
I just feel like they'd benefit more on
right.
Raw.
Also, we are having connection issues, guys. So if you see any buffering, I do apologize. What the what? What the what? Give me one quick second, guys. I'm going to try and make a change here. Just some of my settings. I don't know what's going on and why this is happening. Give me one quick second, guys. So, yeah, I got like super bad